Hi, and welcome back to It Figures. Tonight I am going to be reviewing the Legends series from Marvel, and it is going to be the figure of Venom. So you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, where's Venom at? Well, I actually recorded the first half of this review, and for whatever reason, it didn't record. So I'm actually going to go back and try to re-record the beginning of this video to show you off the figure, but I've already opened the figure from the box. But as you can see, it's a really nice box. I mean, it has a great picture of him on the back, and it's a very large box because it's a very, very large figure. So let's just get right into it. So here he is, Marvel's Legends Venom figure. Now, first off, I want to say that I very rarely collect any Marvel figures anymore. I used to collect them back in the day, and mostly they were just a sort of Iron Man and whatnot. But this new Legends series that Marvel's been coming out with have been really impressive. Okay, so the first thing that you didn't get to see was his back actually wasn't attached to him, because the back was so huge, it was a separate thing. So you actually had to push the back onto him. So it was actually didn't come onto the figure, which was kind of interesting. But as you see now, it is now on the figure. And what a figure this guy is. I mean, he is pretty spectacular. Detail-wise, it's incredible. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal what they did with him. I have never owned a Venom figure before, so he is my first ever Venom figure. And I saw this, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm ever going to get a Venom figure, this is the one I'm going to get. And they've been price gouging him like crazy, too. So it's really hard to find him under 50, 60 bucks. But GameStop actually had a sale on their website with him, and I finally got him under price, actually. Let's take a look at this incredible head sculpt that he has. His mouth does not close, which, you know, is not a big deal. But I love that you can see the muscle tendons right here ripping away so he can actually open his mouth longer than it's supposed to be. And it's a really great design. I absolutely love his eyes too, and his teeth, even though I think they could have probably put a little bit more detail into his teeth, maybe shaded them a little bit more or something. But, I mean, they're pretty cool the way they are, because each one is an individual tooth, and each one's individually sculpted, and they're really nice, but I think maybe they could have done a little bit more with them. A lot of these Venom figures, they go absolutely crazy over Venom's tongue. And that's one of the things I like about this. He does have a long tongue, but it's not completely ridiculous. It's not like going around his body 4 times or 15 feet long. I mean, it's a long tongue because that's, you know, what he's known for. But it's not ridiculously long like some of the other figures portray it as. There's so much detail on Venom here. There's not one section of the body that there's not something going on here. He has like a vein pattern that goes throughout the entire body. Literally, I mean, you can even see it right here going through the white spider on the back, which I think is really great. I love the huge white spider. And on the back of the arms, the front of the arms, the chest, the legs, the head, everywhere, there's some sort of detail happening with this Venom figure. And of course, Venom is also known for his black, inky appearance, and that's what these little tendril things coming up off his body are. And once again, just like the tongue, it's not overdone. And that's what I like about it. It's just slightly there, of course, and you can see it, but it really wouldn't be Venom without having that on there, and it looks good for the figure. And looking at it either from the front or the back, it makes it for a really cool looking figure. Also, the articulation in him is just ridiculous. As you can see, pretty much every single part of his body moves. Okay, so let's take a look at the bad. The bad is, Venom's a bad guy. That's the only bad. No, he used to be a bad guy. I don't know if he still is. The Venom movie, which I actually loved, he was sort of a bad guy, but not a bad guy. So I don't know if that's sort of what they're going with still here with the character. The only bad I can think of here is he did have a little bit of paint issues on his head. He has like a white spot up here, which I can easily take care of by just a Sharpie and just dot that and it'll be gone. And I wouldn't say this is really a bad here for him, but I would like to have seen some kind of accessory, something, maybe a different head sculpt or something. I mean, it would have been nice to have him come with some sort of accessory, maybe a broken building or broken something, or some kind of stand for him to stand on. Not that he needs one, but I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that I would have added to the character. But as for the character itself and the figure itself, there really is no bad to it. So being this is my first ever Marvel Legends character, I think it's outstanding. I think it's just absolutely cool. So I have been looking at some of the other ones in the line here for the Marvel Legends, and I was impressed with a couple of them, and I actually did go out and buy them. So later on, I will be reviewing a few more of these figures for you guys as well. So if you don't want to miss out on those reviews, make sure you hit my subscribe button and little bell to be notified when I upload a video for you guys, so you won't miss anything here on It Figures, and thank you so much for watching.